I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up.
Hey, good morning everybody. Here we are. Look, let's park right next door. What? That'd be Max. All right guys, it is a early show today. Early for me.
No, it's not.
That's not. It's really not. Minorly early. Anyways, we are going first leg over to St. Louis. All right, what we could do is just create a new flight. We're gonna go from Phoenix over to St. Louis. I could go recently cleared here, and it'll tell me what flights we have been cleared to lately. The last one is here. So if we look at that, that matches pretty much that point there. So I'm going to load that one. So it's a fast way to load the.
You can only go better from here. Right?
Load the iPad. So and then that's our route of flight. Basically straight shot. So that's on the FD Pro. What I'll do is I'll come out and I'll jump on the WSI once it connects up. I can put the same thing and I get a lot of weather information on that guy. All right, that's mainly for me. All right, guys, we're back. Hey, as you see, the ATC prompt. Let's see what we got. All right. Hey, that looks awfully familiar. We're cleared to St. Louis via the 4P1 Albuquerque then S-file. We'll climb maintain 8,000. Put that in there. And we'll expect 39 in 3 minutes. So a lot of guys ask, you know, are you going to climb to 39,000 feet in 3 minutes? No, we're not. We can expect our clearance within 3 minutes to go to 39,000 feet. So if something happened, we lost our radios, everything kind of went out, we had no other way to communicate, we basically just fly what we were cleared, which after 3 minutes, we climb up to 39,000 feet. All right, and then our departure frequency is 19.2, which we see on the plate here. And we got a squawk of 2630, 2630. Captain's on, so number 1 comes up. While I do that, I turn on the FDs, and he is in command of that. Go ahead and turn and accept that. Got a Wilco today. All right. Put it back on the first page. Route's up on there. I've got the route here, route there, and we're ready to brief. So we're going to brief it up. We're going to head to St. Louis. I didn't realize this, but we have a couple hours on the ground over there, so got to figure out what to do. I did bring my Factor meals, which is awesome. Highly recommend those guys. I haven't had a bad meal yet. Really impressed with them. So anyways, we're going to get up, brief up, head on out. We'll see you in St. Louis.
It's 48 degrees and it's flying with the
That's one of those wildcats that are down south in Arizona. They're kind of different, so oh my gosh. See, it's going to be one of those trips, man. We're going to be going back and forth, right? As you guys know, I'm a Sun Devil, so flying with one of those cats.
How did you get a pilot's license being a Sun Devil?
Be like that the entire time. So Tom is a great guy. We'll talk to him a little bit more. Despite where he came from, we're gonna get a lot of good information from him. He's been at all. He's been here forever. Check airman, chief pilot, all that good stuff. So he's gonna have some good knowledge for you guys too. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna laugh a lot on this trip, and I'm so appreciative I get to fly with him. But we'll talk to you guys in a minute with more info. Right, we're here.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
All right, 2 hours 35 minutes. 41 was our end time. So we're gonna sign up, do our paperwork, putting the times into there. Get the IRS is probably turned off. So we got those off. We're gonna meet our other airplane that's coming in at Echo 10. We're coming in at Echo 12. So just a couple doors down. I'm gonna warm up my Factor and eat that. And then we're gonna head one more to Milwaukee. So that is it. Just hear that banging on the ground.
And off. We're on power.
One quick thing. It's basically what the ground guys do. They'll tap on the side of the airplane when we have power hooked up. So that's our way to Yep, that's what it sounds like. So when that happens, we take a look at here to make sure we got ground power. We've got the switch in the ground power position to read out what our volts and freaks are on that. As long as those are all good, we'll hook up ground power, and then we'll hook up our air. We'll remove our APU bleed air, turn those off, and then we'll turn the APU off. Another way that we can save gas and save fuel, which is super important nowadays, right? But anyways, that's kind of the deal there. We'll see you at the other airplane here in a little bit. We are back. Let me turn down that. Probably loud for you. We are heading to Milwaukee. Flight plan, active 5 to spinner, then S5, climb to the SID. Expect 330 in 10 minutes. Departure is 1915. We'll stock 763, that's dialed in there. Alright, and then we're going to contact 127.55 for taxi. So we've already responded back to that. Here's what it looks like on our WSI app. So basically straight shot up. Got it set for 33,000 feet. There's turbulence down there, forecasted. Potential turbulence. So, but there's no turbulence plots around there, so we're actually doing pretty good. Right now in Milwaukee. All right, we got information Gulf. How's it looking? It's gusty winds, overcast 4,500 feet, and we're doing visual approaches to one left. So not too bad. 7 right is closed, so not too bad. Just 48 minutes today flying time, and you know, again, weather looks pretty decent. We'll get down below that 4,500 foot cloud deck, and then we'll shoot that visual approach in there. So we're here. Cloudy day out there. I wish I could show you, but on the other side there's a Max parked there. Hour and 3 minutes a block. We got in at 20. 10K on the fuel, as you can see right there. Those are one of the things that we put down, especially after the flight. We'll write down our times, not necessarily the on-off times, but basically our fluids. So it's essentially a fluid log on top of a maintenance log. So they just put that in there. That's what it looks like. Milwaukee, 10K fuel. We put the oils that we get right there. So put that in. It'll be logged in. Guys from the that are picking up the airplane and taking it on will see that. Take a look, compare it, do a fuel audit when they get fueled up. That way we keep track of all that stuff. So that's it. We're gonna head to the hotel, and that's the end of the first day. All right, guys, here at the Priester Hotel here in Milwaukee. This place is pretty cool. It's like a really old hotel, like kind of, I don't know, back in the day, like 1900s or something like that. 19 something. I should find out before I say anything, but it's an old hotel. Check out the view. Downtown Milwaukee. Man, this room, look at this. We got a living room, couch, then we've got our bedroom. It's much too fancy for me. Anyways, really cool, lots of room. I wish I could stay a week, check it out. But we got Cancun to go to, so we're gonna go do that. Anyways, just want to show you the room, just because I'm always super appreciative when we get rooms like this. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go hit the gym as usual. Always got to get that fitness in, and then meet the captain downstairs. We're gonna have a little bit of dinner tonight, and then early get up tomorrow. So nothing too crazy tonight. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. Ooh. Yeah, we're at the airplane now. A little early out there. Gotta be honest, guys, that wake up was pretty early. Even though, right, mindset, hey, we're in this time zone. We're not back home time zone, we're in this time zone. But yeah, that hurt a little bit. All right, airplane is cold, just set my seat. Got my iPad hooked up. Nice pivot case on there, so we got the mount, which makes it super awesome. So got that going. Check the circuit breakers before I sat down, so let's go ahead and turn on the battery. It's night mode. It's ish night. Yeah, close enough. Let's turn on bright. All right, so we got that going on. Lights are coming up. Taking bottles, looks good. Now power looks good. Put that on. that off. Go. Alright, let's turn on some FO lights. Turn on all the other lights outside. Start making noise in the cockpit.
More noises, sorry, buddy.
The Captain Slow's up there. He's checking out all his deal. All right, heading outside. I'm gonna go do the walk around real quick. See you guys here in a second. All right, guys, back up from the walk around. Well, if you notice, I'm in short sleeves only because we're going to Cancun, right? So I was super lazy. I didn't want to bring my jacket because I know I'd be carrying it the rest of the time. I say I, but you thought it
was a group effort.
Yeah.
It was a group effort.
So we doing the walk around out there. You see everybody who's got jackets on. Yeah, I didn't have a jacket on, so. Let's see what the temperature was. 5. Oh my goodness gracious. That's
41.
41. You guys from the Northeast are probably like, bah. In the North, bah. 43.
It's balmy.
Yeah. Or they were from Phoenix.
77 is
Arizona,
balmy to
right?
us.
Yeah.
That's what it is in Cabo, right? Or in Cancun right now.
77?
77.
Frigid.
I know. We should have brought a jacket.
Yeah. Anyways, it was cold outside. I have to admit. But I did the walk around. We're good to go. Back up. We got the ATC prompt, so let's see what's going on here. Going to Baltimore is our first leg. We're cleared to Baltimore as filed, 5,000 feet. Expect 39 and 10. Departure frequency is 2535. So I'll just put that down here, 2535. Just because in this clearance we don't have a SID, and on our route we're just going direct squib. So actually, let me go to page 2 before I open my mouth. Yeah, no SID. You know what? I forgot to do my test. Let me just test the ATC TCAS real quick. All the prompts come up. We'll get a TCAS test okay, maybe?
TCAS system test okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and accept that. Wilco, light goes out. All right, so I'll put that back on the first page like I said. We'll go route page 2 for the captain. All right, so we're all set up for the brief. We'll probably get some kind of runway assigned heading on the departure, then head on up. Here's the route heading over to Baltimore. Looks good. It's just basically a route. We'll go to the WSI pre-brief. All right, got a little bit of a turbulence plot here. Let's see what's going on. Icing, 6 to 8. We'll be way above that, so not a factor. On the way in, blow it up a little bit. It's probably, yep, another icing. That may be a factor because obviously we're descending into Baltimore to land there. Let's pull up their current weather. Right now, their information Charlie, 4 miles missed, winds are calm, you know, kind of broken, scattered clouds, low altimeter setting. Actually, the route looks pretty clear, picture clean, right? And then on into Baltimore, we'll have 2 hours and 10 minutes on the ground, change planes.
And then Cancun, baby.
Cancun, baby. Another Cancun, yeah. It'll be awesome. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you here in a second. Maybe we'll get some, if we have time, we'll pick Tom's brain. Just kind of
take a sec.
See what we got. All right, guys, we just ran through our route brief. We ran some checklists. We've got a little bit of time, so Tom has graciously given up his time to answer a couple of questions that are, I know, super popular with you guys. Number one would be whether it's a great time to start training. Again, Tom's been here, done that. You know, I like to do that to you guys. Been here, what,
28 years.
28 years. I'm going to round, I want to say that's 30. So, check airman, former chief pilot, you know, has kind of done it all, seen it all. So, and been through a lot of downturns, which is most important. So he's seen a lot. But anyways, so Tom,
yes.
Great time to start training now, you think?
It is actually. You know, it's they've talked about the pilot shortage for years. Obviously, the pandemic caused a few problems here, but it looks like things now that the vaccines are out, you know, it looks like the economy's turning around. Our passenger loads have really started to skyrocket. We have started to actually recall both pilots and flight attendants, so we're out on extended leaves, and I think it's a great time to start. By the time you get into training and the years that it takes to get to this point, a lot of the older generation, like myself, we're going to start retiring. I've only got 3.5 years left, and there's going to be just another flood of retirements coming up. So the opportunities, I think, are awesome.
It's good news, right? Pumping you guys up a little bit, so that's awesome. Last question, Dave, before we start rolling out of here. What do you think the future of the airlines is going to be like here in the next 5-10 years? Do you still see a lot of growth opportunities in that?
I do, especially a lot of the airlines are starting to pick up, so I think the opportunities here, if you look at our past history, I've been here through the Gulf War, 9/11, the 08 downturn, and now this pandemic. And it seems like every time something bad happens and we, run into a brick wall, we break through it like an 800-pound gorilla. And I think the opportunity, just look at what we've done, added 17 cities during the pandemic. That's just unheard of. No other airline's done that. So I think that the opportunities here are just phenomenal.
All right, guys, great words. Thanks, Tom, for taking your time and doing that.
Thank you.
I always appreciate when the guys want to give that information to you guys, because I know it's super important to you guys. You guys want to hear it, so you guys need some motivation out there. So there's your motivation for the day. If you're flying, keep flying. Do the best you can. Work hard. Hard work pays off always, no matter what. It may take a little bit, but it will pay off. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get ready and head out to Baltimore and then Cancun. So we'll see you in Baltimore. Guys, just came down to warm up my food and get something to eat. Dude, I gotta show you this this crew lounge. It's pretty awesome. Got pool table, nice relaxing lounge area. On the other side there's a bunch of computers. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Anyways, just wanted to show you guys real quick. Heading up to the airplane now. All right, guys, we're gonna go do the walk around. We just got to the airplane. Really cool thing, I met Mustafa, who's one of our fuelers here. He's gonna show us kind of the fueling operation while I do the pre-flight. So we'll talk to him and get more about what he does in his job fueling the airplanes out here. All right, we are here with Mustafa. He is gonna show us kind of what he does. I've shown you this a couple of times before of how they fuel. We're gonna hear it from the expert.
Thank you. Today we are fueling this aircraft to go to Cancun. First of all, we got the fuel on board here on this ticket. Today we have a 7.9, which is 7,900 pounds on board, and we are planning to get 29,400 pounds on board, which is we gonna to fuel 3,210 gallon to this aircraft for this flight to Cancun, from Baltimore to Cancun. It shocked me how fast we are pumping fuel into the aircraft.
Yeah, for sure.
We are going for almost 300 to 350 gallons per minute.
Per minute?
Yeah, 300 gallons.
Do that to your car.
Yeah, or 400 gallons per minute. This very fast.
So how long does it typically take you to fill the entire airplane? Like, how many minutes would you say?
Look, it depends on how many pounds, how many gallons we are going to pump. Right now we are talking about 3,200.
Yeah.
The average will be 300 a minute.
Okay.
So we're talking about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah. Here we have to start.
All right. So it levels out the zeroes out the gallons there, so they can see it.
This the deep man. Once we kick here, start pumping. Where the fuel comes here, it comes from under the ground. Yeah, we have a bit.
All right. So they plug in here in the ground, where there's a bunch of, it goes out to the fuel farm?
Yeah, coming from the fuel farm.
From the fuel farm.
With almost 40 PSI. This is the fuel station. We have 3-gate tank 1, which is the left, the right wing, tank 2, this left wing, and the center for the center tank.
For the center tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very fast plug right now. Yeah.
So that is gallons coming out right now. So you can see how fast it's moving.
Yeah. Here we can take some numbers. We are going 360 gallons
per minute. 360 gallons per minute. That is
very fast.
incredible. Now you'll see this red line here too. That's the grounding line.
It's a bunk cable. It's
Yep.
a bunk cable to, you know, to equalize the
electric static.
electric static between our hydrant car and the aircraft.
Yep.
You know, to eliminate any kind of spark or different change in my body.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just like when you're doing your fuel in the airplane, maybe you go to an airport off-site, you have to pull the grounding cable and hook it up to the airplane. They do it the same way out here. All right, we're not going to take up any more of Mustafa's time. I really appreciate it that he came out and
I appreciate
he came up and said hi, and I said, hey, I think you guys would love to see how it's being fueled.
Yeah, fine.
So there we go. So I
Yeah,
appreciate his time. I really appreciate his time. So thank you. And Mustafa just soloed, and he's on his way doing his cross country for his private license. So
Yeah, I show him my terrible ending.
so we appreciate it. All right, guys, we'll see you up in the cockpit. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Mustafa down there doing the refueling. Again, shout out to him, man. Good job on your solo. Good job on your cross countries. Knock out that private. It's pretty awesome. We've got our ATC clearance. This is what it was, so I had to pull it back up. So we have a new route going out there, and Captain and I discussed it. Basically, what we got is Connolly, Ford, to Scoop. We'll climb via the SID, except maintain 4,000 feet. We got 4,000 feet there. Expect 38 and 10. 19.7's departure on the squawk of 2454. We got that set up in there. All right, here's a Connolly 4. 12455. 19.7. Again, remember, that stuff happens all the time, so I'm kind of like on it. 119.7. That way I know which frequency to go to. So anyways, yeah, so they did make a change. So what we did is we entered it there on our route page to make sure that that was loaded up correctly, and we're good to go. So that's kind of what happens. Sometimes they give you a little bit of a change in there. Again, you work together. Tom and I kind of looked at the route, looked at what changed, made sure that was in there, made sure we both agreed with it, and accepted the clearance, and then we're going to start briefing. So here's the route heading down on our Jet FD Pro app. So it basically shows all the center frequencies that we're going to go through, to include Havana Center down there, which is going to be nice. That's it. The big thing is there's no weather down there. I think weather down there were 6 miles of a little bit of haze and scattered clouds. 86 degrees, typical Cancun weather for this time. So looking forward to it. We're going to get on the road. We'll see you down there in Cancun. All right, everybody, we are here, parked next to a Aeromexico Dreamliner. Pretty awesome. Came in at gate 55. Tons of staff like jumping on the airplane right away. It's kind of cool. They turn the airplane so quick. They're awesome down here. But it's like like Formula One pit crew. It's kind of cool. So, anyways, you guys don't want to hear me jabber on along about that. You want to see the views from the hotel room. Remember last time? Wasn't that great? We'll see what we get this time. We're just pulling up the jetway over there. Tom's putting in the fluids in the fluid log, as you've seen before. Wow, 3 hours 50 minutes. Just like the last Cancun we came in, we had a lot of traffic just getting to our gate, so gave us a little bit more time on the ground, but that's okay. We're heading off to the hotel right now. I'll see you guys here in a second. All right, guys, we are here, and again, we're gonna be grateful, right? We got the bay view again. I know. It's not the beach view, but hey, we're here. We're gonna have a good time on our overnight. We're gonna eat some great food, go check out the beach. It's all good. So anyways, yeah, that's it. That's the view of the hotel here at the Marriott. Jet skiers out there. So that's it. You know what time it is. I'm gonna go get a workout in. I'm gonna meet the captain downstairs. He again is not working out, but that's okay. I'll meet him downstairs anyways. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. It's going to be an early, it's going to be an early morning tomorrow. It's not like last time where we had 24 hours off. I think our timing is more like 16 to 17 hours. So kind of another standard overnight for us. Last time we got oodles of time, but anyways, we're not gonna waste a minute of it. I'm gonna hit the gym and we're gonna go grab some food. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, we're here. It was a short overnight. Got used to that 24-hour overnight. Last night, I think it was like 16 and a half or 17. Still decent, but not 24. Break 8:57. Airplane's cold, so we're gonna turn it back on. Hey Tom, what do you think of the overnight?
It was awesome. Enjoyed the time on the beach. Walking around. Just the pretty beauty of the area. It's very nice. Had a great time.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. All right, we just got our paperwork. Looks like an hour and 59 minutes on the way back to Houston, 40,000 feet. Go ahead and set that up. Houston's basically 50 feet. Go ahead and turn these lights in the proper position. Wheel the light on. And we got the position lights into steady, Freddy. So anyways, nothing looking too bad. We're gonna start setting up everything, making sure it's good to go, log into stuff, and then when we get our clearance, I'll make sure you guys hear that, because I know that is a favorite item, especially when I mess it up. All right, we went in a second. All right, guys, it's that time. We're gonna grab our clearance. On the ATIS, they basically said that we're gonna be picking up our clearance on ground frequency. So as you can see, it's not too busy out there. Actually, there's not very many airplanes out. So first flight of the day, it should be nice and calm, and hopefully we get a good clearance. So here we go.
Cancun clearance, Southwest 328, like clearance to Houston. We're ready to copy.
Southwest 328, good morning. You're clear to Kilo Hotel Oscar Uniform at runway 12 right. The departure now will be the Iniva 2 Alpha. That is Echo November Echo Bravo Alpha number 2 Alpha. Then Uniform Tango 27. AMVIP as Oscar Mike Victor India Papa. Then Uniform Tango 45. Alkim Alpha Lima Kilo India Mike. Direct Kili as Kilo Echo Hotel Lima India, and the rest as files. 400 is final. Climb initially 04,000 on the further device. Squawk code 6157.
I missed that point after Upper Tango 45. A-L-K-I-M. Okay. Alcom and then yeah.
Ground Control United 1667, clearance to Chicago with information Mike.
Number 2, sir, I'll call you back in a moment.
All right, Southwest 328. We're clear to Houston via the Iniba 2 Alpha, departure off 12 right. Then Upper Tango 27 to Oscar Mike Victor India Papa. Upper Tango 45 to Alpha Lima Kilo India Mike. Direct Keeley as filed. We climb to 4,000. We'll expect 400 and squawk of 6157.
River correct, Southwest 328. I believe you are in the gate 57. When ready, let me know in this frequency for your push.
All right, we'll let you know this frequency for the push, and we are at gate 57. Thank you.
All right, guys. That is why, again, we just said it. That's why we have two people listening. Yep. So I even had the departure up on here, just so I could see what kind of departure we'll get out of here. And I quickly looked over there when he was giving me the phonetic spelling, and as you can see, it's not on here. So these are all the 1 alphas, alpha 12 right. So we'll go up here to 12 left or 12 right. See if it's there. There it is. The Iniba 2 alpha. So even when you try to get set up, you get thrown curveballs here and there. That's why it's super, super important, especially on any destination that you're going to. If you're copying it down by hand, making sure you have the other guy working with you, copying it down, because as you can tell, trying to copy things down, and then language barriers and accents and all that kind of gets a little tricky. So sometimes you need a little bit of assist, which Tom gave me, and we're good with that. So anyways, that's the clearance. We're going to go ahead and plug all this stuff in. We're going to brief it up, make sure we know what we're doing, and all the contingencies and all that good stuff. Really quick, I just wanted to show you this, all this chicken scratch that went on. We just briefed it up. I pulled it up on the plan page here on my MFD and kind of went through the different points on there. Again, having all this technology available to us, I put it in our JEP FD Pro and just programmed the route. So a couple of things about this, I figured I'd tell you guys. We're crossing this 162 nautical mile zone right here where we have to have rafts on board the airplane. So that's kind of one of the other things that we check. If we looked at some of our remarks down here, we have rafts along with ELTs and all that good stuff, and some of the other things that we need for this kind of navigation heading out. It's the same deal when we do the ETOP stuff. There's a lot of different checks that we have to do in order to do that. I haven't done it yet, but that's what I hear. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of what we do also to back ourselves up. Plug in the new route, because the old route was on there. And then once we have the new route in, we can kind of take a look at what that routing looks like on our JEP FD Pro. Making sure, like, for instance, if we didn't have rafts and they rerouted us this way, we would say, hey, we can't accept this route. We don't have the required equipment on board, and then they would give us a new route. So anyways, just wanted to point out that tidbit. We'll see you guys in Houston. All right, guys, we are here. Here's Houston. A little different than Cancun's weather.
Just slightly.
We actually had to shoot the ILS in here.
Expertly done.
Expertly done by the captain. Tom did a great job, made it look easy. But anyways, so yeah, the weather was down to about 500 overcast, so it was a little bit windy. Did a good job. Here's our route. They actually straightened it up, and we did not. Showing you guys the departure out of here.
Appreciate it.
We got that that big arc getting out of there. Well, we actually took off, and they gave us direct to NEBA, so it kind of worked out for us. Got back into Houston Hobby. We shot the ILS to runway 4. Broke out right around 500 feet, so that was good as well. And 2 hours and 17 minutes is what we blocked. So we're gonna basically get out of this airplane and then come back to this airplane. They've got to do their thing with it. We got to go clear customs, come back, get back in there, because we're coming right back to this airplane, and then we're gonna head back to Phoenix. So we'll see you guys here in a second. All right, guys, we are back. Still cloudy, rainy. I guess I should say misty out. But anyways, we got off the same airplane. We had to go down, clear customs. We had like 2 hours and 10 minutes on the ground. So Tom and I grabbed some barbecue, kind of went up to the lounge, hung up there. We kind of killed some time, and now we're back at the airplane. We're at the airplane quite early too, just because we got bored up in the pilot lounge, so we decided to come here. A little bit more quiet, the airplane is nice and empty. So we had a little bit more time to kind of get ready and leisurely make our one leg back to Phoenix, which that's the planned leg right now. We won't find out until what we get probably for another 30 minutes or so, but that's the plan. As you can see, a little bit of weather up there. Most importantly, 74 degrees there in Phoenix, so it's a real nice day. Last leg, so hopefully we get home quick. We're getting a really good gate right now. It's Delta 2, subject to change, of course. But so that's a good gate to just get right up to the car and bust on out of there. So good way to end a trip is when you get a D gate. So that's it for now. That's the planning. Just kind of slowly getting everything ready. We still got a little bit of time, so don't want to get too much stuff done, just in case they start changing everything. So there's a saying here at this airline: do it early, do it twice. So, or it's very true. Yeah. So, all right, guys, we'll show you the clearance, what we get on the way back. We're expecting asphalt, but I'll show you that here in a little bit. Here's our clearance, climbing up to 5,000 feet. So the Tower 5 junction has filed just like we thought. We'll expect 40 in 10 minutes. 2667. Let's pull that up. 2667. That's on the plate. Squawk 7410, that's in there, my way coming in. And we'll contact ground control with ATIS for push and taxi. And Tom's already acknowledged that, so we're good to go with that. We're going to set it up and brief it. Here's our departure out of here. It's going to be pretty much a vector out to our point of retire, and then we'll head it on out to Junction. From there, it's basically a straight shot over to Phoenix. A little bit of weather out there. That's it. We're going to brief it up, head home. Last one, going home. Tom, what do you think? Good trip?
Great trip.
Great trip.
I'd do it all over again.
Which we are next week.
two more times this month.
2 more times this month. So, all right, we're gonna brief it up, heading over to Phoenix. We'll talk to you. All right.
No customs.
No customs. Yeah. All right, guys, we're back. Finally back in Phoenix. Lovely day. Unlike Houston, it is like really nice out. It's 80 degrees outside, so really nice. Here's what we got. 2 hours 51 minutes was our block. Back here at Delta 2, which is great because I park right up there. So that's really nice. Special thanks to Tom.
Hey.
We are going to see him again next week because we're doing this. It's a little bit different next week. We're actually going to start in Phoenix, go to Cancun, up to Houston overnight, and then the next day we go Puerto Vallarta, back to Houston to Cancun overnight, and then one home. So it's gonna be a lot of international flying, a lot of going through customs, a lot of that stuff. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Oh, it's nice and quiet now. Thanks again for all your support. I appreciate it humbly, really. We'll see you next week.